If there was one takeaway from Tesla buying a $1.5 billion position in Bitcoin, it's that they are looking for avenues on where to park their treasury to protect it from the devaluation, the dilution of the dollar. So I wanted to make this video. We talked about this in the last live stream, but I wanted to make a specific video on this topic of what I would do if I was an Elon Musk and if I was in Tesla's position on what I could do with this treasury. And I really think that this is the best possible thing to do with the treasury fund. And I'll just get right to the point. I think that it would be a brilliant decision for Tesla to buy the materials that they need while they are undervalued. If the Green New Deal and all of this is going through, well, then solar panels are going to be needing a lot of silver. Anybody producing solar panels is going to need a lot of silver. I believe it is around 0.6 of a troy ounce per solar panel. So quite a bit of silver is being used in solar panels. You're going to need it for your electronic components in your electric cars. You need silver, Mr. Musk. So what better place to park the treasury's funds in not only silver, but all of the materials you need? Maybe you need a lot of cobalt. Maybe you need a lot of lithium for your batteries. You know, wouldn't it be a great decision to stockpile those materials that you need? Not only is the material wildly undervalued, here I have a COMEX bar from 1951. This is an 1,061 troy ounce silver bar. And my argument here is if I was in charge of Tesla, and by the way, this is just my financial opinion, not to be taken as advice. This is just what I would do is if I was in charge of Tesla. So you got to say that disclaimer. I'm also holding a big bias because I love silver and everybody knows I love silver. I'm a fellow silver squirrel. And so these bars, the 1,000-ounce bars, why not pay for delivery and have a lot of physical silver in your stockpile, Elon? This is just my first point. You need it as a material. That's point number one. Okay, I have quite a few points here. So point number one is you need it as a material. So why not stockpile material that you need? Now, the next point adds on to that. You would have a competitive advantage over your competitors. You know, you would have an advantage over NEO. You would have an advantage over everybody that is using silver in their products if you stockpiled silver, because you've put yourself in a great position to have this huge treasury. I believe, Tesla's treasury is somewhere around 15 to $20 billion. So they parked a 10% roughly position in Bitcoin of their treasury. Wouldn't be a long shot to say that you should do the same with silver. You know, it's actually written in our Constitution that the states shall make their money out of nothing but silver and gold coinage. So you are really getting something that is a monetary metal since the beginning of time, pretty much, but mainly in addition to the beginning of time, pretty much, it's been considered money by our own Constitution. So why not stockpile a material that you need? It's a monetary metal. It's undervalued. But I'm going to get to my next point, and this is one that'll really be the pushing point for Elon Musk. Remember those people that wanted you to fail, Elon? If this video somehow gets shared enough or somehow reaches out to you, I'm just putting this into the universe as a message to Elon Musk. If it can somehow get out there, you know, crazier things have happened in the internet. You know, I hear there's this one like coin called dogecoin or dogecoin, you know, and seems to have gotten to Elon Musk somehow. So I don't think this is too much of it's a long shot, but it's possible. It's possible. But do you remember the people that wanted you to fail, Elon? Because I do. I'm sure you do much more than I remember, but I remember a guy named Andrew Left from Citron. Namely Citron. I remember all these big bankers that wanted you to fail. We're all over CNBC, and Andrew Left was one of them. Oh, we think Tesla's going to fail. They're going bankrupt. We're shorting them. Short Tesla. Short. Remember Jim Chanos saying you were a failure? You were going to fail and betting against you? Well, these are the same guys that are manipulating the metals market. Citron has a huge position in SLV, which is held by JP Morgan. These are the big banks that wanted you to fail, Mr. Musk. So if you want to do a gesture that really gets back at the banks, buy a lot of physical silver and do it publicly. That's what I would do if I was in your shoes. And again, this is just my opinion, not to be taken as advice, just what I would do if I was in your position, Mr. Musk. seems like a good choice. Not only, so first, you need it as a material. Second, it would give you a competitive advantage because you have the materials. And I'm not just talking only about silver, but all the materials you need. All of the bulk materials, go after that. Not only buying the physical metal, maybe even buy mining companies too. You should be parking yourself. If you are afraid, like you said in your filings for why you bought Bitcoin, if you are afraid of inflation, silver has been a hedge against hyperinflation since forever. So why not get into silver? But also maybe get into mining. Maybe consider buying a mining company. You know, those are all things. And I hear First Majestic Silver is very shorted. So that is an interesting possibility there in the mining sector. But I just wanted to put this message out there because I am extremely bullish on silver. I think silver is heavily manipulated in my personal opinion. And I think it is heavily undervalued. And while it's undervalued, I can tell you this much, the premiums are through the roof because it is so undervalued. So although we see silver at 26, 27, people are paying well over 30 an ounce in premium for the actual physical metal. And last time I checked, you can't use a paper contract in an electric car. You can't use a paper contract in our electrical components. You can't use a paper contract in your solar panels. You need the real thing. And so while their premiums are obviously high because there's not that much physical silver to supply the demand is exceeding the supply, but that's only going to get worse. So why not stockpile? You know, if I was in charge of Tesla, if I was on the executive team, I would be pushing to buy the material that we need to give us a competitive advantage. It's not only that, but it's a monetary metal. If you bought Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation and you don't use Bitcoin in your cars, now you might be accepting them as payment, accepting Bitcoins as payment for cars. Now that's brilliant. So I'm not opposed to the Bitcoin decision. I think that was brilliant. But the same thing that happened from Bitcoin, I believe would happen with silver. I think silver is something that if you publicly said, yeah, we're stockpiling silver right now, maybe they're already doing it. Maybe I'm just making this video and they're already doing it. Who knows? Because I think it's a win-win-win-win-win across the board. There's like zero downside in buying silver. I mean, what would you rather do? Tesla, Elon Musk, what would you rather do? Would you rather sit on dollars? Sit on all of those billions and billions of diluted dollars that they're just printing and printing away at will? Or would you rather stockpile a material that you need or materials that you need? Not just silver, all the materials you need for your batteries. You know? Seems like a very logical decision. Maybe purchasing a mining company. You know, those are things that I would be thinking about if I was Tesla. Now, they're very, very genius for doing the secondaries and having this huge treasury position. By the way, I think I said this in the beginning of the video, but they have made more money off of their Bitcoin than they have off of their cars. You know, that's wild. That's wild to make more money off of a position that you bought with your treasury funds off of the entire history of selling cars. Like, that goes to show you, if you park that treasury in good places, you're kind of like a big bank yourself in a sense. So why not be the bank for the people, Elon? Why not go back to we the people's currency? It's written in the document. The document that says we the people also says no state shall make their money out of anything but silver and gold coinage. But let's get away from this. Let's put gold on the side. I know some people talked about Tesla buying gold. Buy the noble metal that has been considered money, just like gold is considered money, but it is used heavily for industrial purposes, namely the industrial purposes that you have over at Tesla. So with that being said, that is the video. I just wanted to put my opinion out there, put this message out there into the ether of the internet. Props on the Bitcoin buy. I think you've done a great thing with that, not only for investment purpose, because you've made a lot of money on that Bitcoin position, but also for getting that out to the masses. You know, all of the youth that is following Tesla, following Elon Musk, and seeing that he is scared of a diluted dollar. And getting this monetary information out there to the masses, I think you've done a great thing by going into Bitcoin. But let's take it a little further and go into silver as well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If this video helped you in some way, or if you want this somehow by the possibilities of the internet to get to Elon Musk and Tesla or somebody at Tesla, please smash that like button. It really does help. I know I say it every video. I know it's annoying. If you could smash that like button, it really does help with the algorithm. Also, if you can click the subscribe down below, it is completely free to subscribe. Click the red subscribe and the bell afterwards, and you'll be notified of all future videos. Thank you so much again for being here. See you at the next video. Signing out.